Alright, let me just check out of curiosity. 48!
Okay.
She looks a lot younger, to be honest. Just fatter. The night of the crime.
This just in, fat smooths out wrinkles. First, I'd like to ask you about last night.
I mean, it probably does.
Well, last night, we had an acolyte here for training. After dinner, the two of us went to the training hall in the inner temple.
How did she get back? She must be talking about Maya.
Well, she was in the courtyard when Phoenix got there. Presumably, she like left Maya there, and then I think didn't she like say she wanted Iris to come to the temple?
Yeah.
After ringing the bell, so I think maybe she left, like Bikini left, went across the bridge back here. Iris went across the bridge over to the inner temple, and then the bridge burned down. So currently, Iris and Maya are over there. Oh wait, no, Iris did I just say her?
I was just gonna wait. I was just gonna wait. Iris didn't go because she was frightened, and we don't know why yet.
Actually, with that, wasn't that the main? No, it was the inner temple. Okay, yeah, the fact that the inner temple is outside the temple is really confusing. I thought it was the main hall.
Uh-huh.
Iris is over there.
Are we good now?
Just give me a moment to get over that fact I just did that.
Okay.
Read your line.
Approximately what time was that?
I suppose it was about 9 when we left here. Training lasts all night long. It's extremely exhausting.
Hey, real quick, for how she got back, I'm pretty sure she just left Maya there, basically.
Yep.
So.
The channeling dojo's head nun must be in attendance at all times to keep watch.
You left.
Okay, what's going on here?
Wow, you're right. That does sound exhausting. Detective, this is no time for flattery. Sorry, sir. Sometime around 11 o'clock, you witnessed the incident in the courtyard. But your duty was in the inner temple. Why did you come back here?
The way you're staring at me, I'm starting to get goosebumps.
Starting to get goosebumps myself, for a decidedly different reason. Oh, you get the chills pretty easy, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? Bring me my coat.
How much you want to bet we're going to have to do Magatom on her?
Alright then, I'd like you to tell me exactly what you saw in the courtyard.
It must have been past 11. Ah, no, I can't say it. It's too much for my poor heart.
Hey, just calm down, lady. Let go of my tie. Huh. She meditated.
Yeah.
Meditation is generally how the channeling gets going.
Well, she says she meditated. We're fairly certain that's a lie, though.
She could have meditated and had a spirit come over her.
You don't just like...
She is glowing weirdly.
Well, so is the person lying on the ground. I'm pretty sure that's just to show, pay attention here.
I guess.
Also, it's worth noting, I'm pretty sure if you sit there meditating, you don't just get possessed. Plus, she said she has no spiritual power.
She could be lying, or she doesn't know.
I don't know. I am fairly certain if this is accurate and it's not just her mind exaggerating a fact or something. Because bear in mind, unless we get an actual screenshot of stuff, everything we see is just a visual image of what they're trying to say. If this is accurate, it's very possible that it's just someone else who possessed her.
Yep.
Who like, was possessed by Dahlia. Mm-hmm. Assuming Dahlia's dead now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Rhino, do we know where Pearl is yet?
No.
What if Pearl was possessed by Dahlia?
Well, that does look sort of... I don't know. They all wear the same outfits. I don't know.
It's in black and white. I can't tell shit right now. It looks like she has a pillowcase on top and a skirt on the bottom.
Yeah, that's pretty much all of them at this point.
Yeah. Iris is, in fact, the only one who's different because she doesn't wear the white thing on top.
Except she did.
No, she didn't. She did when she gave us her hood. She didn't anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gave us her hood before the murder happened.
Weird.
So she wouldn't have had it at that point. I don't know. Anyway, I saw Jimmy and one that was lying on the ground. The other one was stabbing her from the back with a sword.
Did you see this criminal with your own eyes?
I didn't want to believe what I was seeing, but it was Iris.
Must have been quite shocked. Of course she was. Her frickin' phone was ringing. Of course she was, trying to put yourself in her shoes. It'd be like if you were stabbing Mr. Wright smack in the middle of a courtroom. And I happen to witness it from the witness stand. I'd be pretty shocked, too.
I feel like you wouldn't be too shocked.
I know it sounds insane, but that's what I saw. And when I finally realized what I was seeing, I screamed, and then I passed out.
Unfortunately for us, her testimony seems to be pretty solid.
However, the idea of Iris doing such a foul act seems unnatural.
Unnatural.
The girl I know simply isn't capable of this sort of foulness.
I wonder what she means by that. As the head nun, it's your duty to stay with the alkalite at all times, correct?
So that sounded like you were going to say alcohol. Stay with the alcohol at all times. Yes, sure.
Yes, that's correct. I got very drunk. I know I may look strong, but the truth is, I've got a bad lower back.
A bad lower back.
Yes, it's especially bad in the winter. So bad that I can't even lift a bucket. Do you remember how cold it was last night? My bad back felt as stiff as frozen glass. I just wanted to take a nice hot bath to ease my aching back. That's why I returned to the main hall.
So you left the disciple all alone?
Don't be ridiculous. I would never do that. That's why I ordered Iris to go into the inner temple after she had rung the bell for lights out.
Yes, but she never went to the inner temple, did she? This had not even see Iris. Think I'd better try and get some more details.
Alright, so here's what I'm gathering. Like, here's just what I'm theorizing right now. Iris didn't go to the inner temple because she was frightened, presumably because maybe she was scared of Maya? Or maybe there was maybe she like thought or knew something was going to happen and didn't want to be there for it. That or she did go to the inner temple, though left before the bridge burned down, before you say anything.
That or a werewolf was there.
What?
You'll see.
Oh, where? What?
Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm just sitting here trying to, like, I'm taking you semi-seriously here, trying to think of in what sense there was any sort of hint as, like, claw marks or fur. Okay, so, assuming that, with the obvious exception of Iris stabbed her, assuming everything that has been said so far is the truth, Iris didn't go there because she was frightened.
Maybe she's just scared of storms.
Or heights.
Yeah, one of those.
The bridge, it wasn't exactly stable.
So who is this acolyte that was to train at the inner temple?
The alcohol's name was Maya Fey. I treated her very badly, I'm ashamed to say. And after she went through the trouble of signing up for the special course.
Special course?
It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant 30,000 times.
You don't mean to tell me she's still doing that over there at the inner temple, do you?
No, of course not. You don't have to worry about that one little bit. Last night, we still hadn't started the training session itself.
Well, it's good to hear.
Oh, dear. There's one thing I forgot to tell you.
Uh-oh, I don't think I like the sound of this.
Do you know that small girl? I believe she is Mystic Maya's little sister.
Maya has a little sister. Oh, you mean Little Pearl? That's Maya Faye's cousin. Little Pearl.
I thought she was going to visit Mystic Elise after cleaning up dinner. But I haven't seen her at all since late last night. She's nowhere to be found.
You mean she was with the victim?
It's all the fault of my stupid, creaky old back.
The little girl who was with the victim on the night of the murder is gone. As they say, the plot thickens. Yes, it does, Gumshoe.
Now we can go to the courtyard.
Blood. And this is where the murder took place, sir. Other than removing the body, we left everything else here untouched. Thanks, Detective. I'll just have a look around. Looks like the police are still investigating. Oh yeah, by the way, I thought I'd better ask, just to be sure. Are you really going to defend that nun, Iris, at the trial tomorrow? Yes, I will. I gave her my word, and now I must follow through with my commitments. Well, in that case, I've got to be careful. Got to make sure I don't leak the prosecution's whole investigation. Don't worry about it, Detective. Just keep your mouth closed, and I think most of it will flow out on its own. Roger, sir. I know exactly what you're saying. Very well, Detective. Thankfully, his diarrhea of mouth is permanent. The victim is the famous picture book author Mr. Lee Stoneham. Her entire past, up until she won that writing award last year, is a total mystery. She stole you. No, just kidding. It's hard to believe in this day and age you can still find people like that. The estimated time of death of the victim was between 10 and 11 p.m. on February 7th. Cause of death was blood loss resulting from a stab to the back by the murder weapon.
Why is it always blood loss as a result of the stab and not the stab itself?
Stabs don't kill you unless they, like, puncture specific organs.
You sure? I always thought that, you know, the shock of the pain would cause your body to start shutting down.
Shock doesn't kill you.
Alright.
The murder weapon. Victim was found skewered with a giant sword, sir. That's terrible. Yeah, but there's one strange thing. Yes. Victim's entire body was covered with bruises. Bruises are consistent with falling from a height of a 2-story building. A 2-story building? That'd be about the same height as that room in front of us, correct? Hey, you're right. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. That just happens to be the room that Elise Stoneham was staying in. Maybe she...
Being called again?
Yes. Maybe she was pushed out the window after she was stabbed by the sword.
Except the sword is in possession of the statue. Like...
Well, she was stabbed by a different sword. It wasn't the statue's sword. She was stabbed by what looked like a katana.
Are you sure?
What it looked like in the flashback.
I mean, yeah, but the flashback also says that Iris did it. Let's talk a bit more. What happened?
Now then, Detective. Let's see if we can summarize what we learned so far. Okay, let's take a look at the map. According to the testimony of Sister Bikini, the head nun, she and Maya Fey headed to the inner temple right after dinner was finished.
Oh, let's go on a nice little walk. Are you ready to be doused in cold water, Maya?
Also, you have to be naked. At 10 p.m., after ringing the bell for lights out, Iris went to the inner temple.
I didn't actually do this because I was frightened.
When she got there, Bikini had her take over while she went back to Hazakura Temple.
I want to take a nice warm bath. Away.
After taking a hot bath to soothe her back, Sister Bikini witnessed the murder in the courtyard. If you want more details, you should ask Bikini herself in the main hall. The Inner Temple, huh? I'd like to have some more information on that place. The trial begins tomorrow, but who's the prosecutor? I'm pretty sure it's that Godot guy, but nobody can get a hold of him, so they're looking for a replacement. What do you mean? It's really weird. All of a sudden, no one can reach him. I wonder if the rumors are true. Maybe since Mr. Wright got a cold and then won't be defending, he just lost interest. I intend to appear in court in the role of defense lawyer. However, I would be quite unhappy if it came out that I'm actually a prosecutor. Yeah, I can see why, but I'm not the one you have to worry about. I think the real problem is going to be that judge. Yes, he certainly would remember my face, even after such a long absence. That's why I requested another judge preside over the case. We've only met each other once. There's a good chance he won't remember me at all. Yeah, but what about the prosecutor? Everyone in the prosecutor's office must know you. Wouldn't it be a problem if someone there made a big stink, sir? There's no need to worry. Pulled a few strings and arranged for a prosecutor of my own choosing. Wow, Mr. Edgeworth. I had no idea you had such a powerful string to pull. So, may not be me being every single person in the courtroom.
I am really kind of hoping that the prosecutor just ends up being like... Just imagine if the prosecutor was like Gumshoe. He's like, Gumshoe, you're going to be pretending to be a prosecutor.
I was mostly referring to the fact that it's a different judge.
Oh, that too, yeah. It's probably Canadian judge again.
Super Canadian judge. What is this inner temple that Maya was supposedly training at? According to Bikini, it's an old building they use for training the acolytes.
The alcohols.
Shut up. I'm trying, damn it. It's on the other side of Dusky Bridge. Bridge that burned down, huh? Is there anything else on the other side of that bridge besides the inner temple? Nope, not a thing. Nothing. The other side is surrounded by cliffs on all sides. In a way, it's kind of like a little island out there. The only thing there is an inner temple. I hear it's not the kind of place a person could survive in. Please be alright, Maya.
I guess we examine a bit now.
I would assume so. We haven't really done much of that.
Ignore the blood, let's look at this.
Yes. What's this? Looks like a wizard staff.
The ball
seems to be missing a part.
Yeah. I mean, maybe this is what killed her. You're saying like katana, and like this kind of looks like a katana.
I would have thought it would have had bloodstains on it. That belonged to the victim, Miss Elise Stoneham. There's nothing strange or magical about it. Oh yeah! Listen, this is just between us, okay, sir? Yes? What? This is top secret stuff. Don't tell anyone about this. Alright. Truth is, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a wizard. Gumshoe. That's it. That's what you wanted to tell me? That's it. This staff was made of a very strong kind of wood. What about fingerprints? Were there any on it? Just the victims.
Never mind then. Except for the existence of gloves.
So the sword from this gold statue is actually the murder weapon. Oh, well.
Oh, okay then. Okay.
Just straight up, alright. It sure is. It's called a shishishito. Shishishito. Shikishito. I'm gonna go with Shikishito. By the way, nasty piece of work, sir. There's still blood on it. I suppose this is the victim's blood. Yep, it's all over the blade. Speaking of all over the blade, there are fingerprints all over the hilt of the Shikishito. Fingerprints? Naturally, they match the prints we got from the younger nun, the defendant.
Every single case, the murder weapon has the defendant's fingerprints on them, and we always have to find some way to explain why they're there. That has been in literally every case, I'm fairly certain. With the exception of ones where the murder weapon is, like, just is never found. Basically. Yep. It's either we have to find the murder weapon, or we have to prove why the defendant's fingerprints are on the murder weapon. It's never something like, we have the murder weapon, there are no fingerprints on it. Okay.
Well, I mean, it'd be hard to tell it was the murder weapon at that point.
Blood being stuck inside the person at that moment. Ballistic markings if it's a gun. Things like that. It's become very, very annoying to have to always prove why the fingerprints were on the weapon. Like the poison last case, or not last case, but 2 cases ago. The sword this time. I forget when the murder weapon was in case 2, but moving on.
Her fingerprints are on the murder weapon. What's wrong? You're looking really solemn. Is this how it is for Wright? Is this what it's like to be a defense lawyer? Yeah, I figure it doesn't feel really good. To be honest, it feels more like it's detrimental to your health.
I'm guessing this is obviously not the same one that was in case 2. Because otherwise it would be bent.
They could have fixed it.
God damn it.
It's called a shika toe.
I was trying to examine the blood and it didn't work out so well. Court record. The apparent murder weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So you could just dip that thing in a pool of blood and they'd think it would be.
It's not the murder weapon. If it was, they wouldn't say apparent murder weapon.
Yeah.
Suspend's fingerprints on it. Hereby Elise Donham when she was alive has her fingerprints on it. Alright. Oh, can we do it with Gumshoe?
The main gate must be just over that stone wall. Ah, stone walls. I jumped over a few of those in my time. Most of them are good memories, but not all. Detective, perhaps someone should introduce you to the concept of paucity of words.
Aw, I want to talk about the ladder! Birdhouse!
It's a lantern. I suppose they light it at night. Wow, just screw you.
Birdhouse! It's a lantern.
There's something elegant about the light of a fire. At the end of each month, I always like to relax in my room by candlelight. Detective, can you not afford to pay your electricity bill? How did you know?
I'm starting to wonder exactly what the pay situation even is for Gumshoe.
Like non-existent.
You'd think at some point he'd start looking for another job.
I think he likes the job.
He can't survive.
He's surviving.
Barely. I wonder if, like, in every game, his sprite actually gets somewhat thinner.
No. Ah, I just love skiing. Really? You don't, seem the type. Well, what about sleds? Sleds? Nah. They're a little too kiddie, you know? Messes with my hard-boiled image. What's with the silence, Mr. Edgeworth? Is the world starting to go mad?
I think we're basically done here, apparently. Nothing else is giving me a chance to look at, so we move on. Whew. Meanhole. Hi. Look at things. Look at sword.
About this here.
Let me see. Well, as you may know, in order to see reality for what it truly is, we strive to break our attachments to much of the transient material realm. I guess you could call me an immaterial girl.
I guess she lives in the immaterial world. Huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
Immaterial world? Body fell 10 feet after death. Okay. Then, yeah, it definitely couldn't have been the Shishino. Like, not only does it say apparent murder weapon, but it was in possession of the statue, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I still think it's kind of a bad choice for this to be a detachable sword for the statue, you know?
I mean, they're separate things, I'm pretty sure. They just put it in the statue because it makes sense. Also, wait a minute.
I'm listening.
God damn it, Gumshoe, get out of the way!
Yeah.
Yeah, in case 2, the statue held the sword up.
Might be just a different statue then. Like you said earlier, it may just not be the same statue or the same sword.
Well, it's obviously a different it's a different statue and sword, but they're of the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Like, that is the Amy Faye statue. So actually, that could come up as, like, a proof point or something. And actually, or maybe not, I don't know. Or maybe it's just good. I mean, it's just something I realized just now. Alright. We don't have anything to talk about, do we? No, we don't. Shit, what else is there to do? We have to figure out what she was scared of.
Right.
Maybe
because we have to like prove it to various people that she didn't actually go there, which actually messes with the timeline you and Gumshoe had about what happened, where you said like, oh, she met her on the other side of the thing. Well, she didn't go over there, so how could they have done it? Which means that...
I think that was just Gumshoe recapping what we had heard from, like, the information here, and Edgeworth just didn't chime in with, except she didn't go there.
Did we only learn that after we went back and talked to her again?
Learn what?
That she didn't actually go there. Iris.
We learned that... We started in the detention center, and we learned that there.
Okay, well, that's what I meant. Did we learn that whenever we talked to her with the Magatama? When we presumably wouldn't know everything yet.
No, because we used the Magatama to question whether or not she was frightened.
Oh, okay, right, so we knew.
Yeah, we know. Your phone calls are messing with your head. Alright, let's go to the main Okay, here we go. Something's happening. Also, there's a snowmobile here. I wonder if that's Edgeworth's. He just, like, rides up in a snowmobile. Just imagine that.
This is my Edgemobile. I call it the Reaper. Ha 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 ha.
Ha ha! Die.
I don't see Larry anywhere. Maybe we scared the poor kid away. His heart was shut tight with a psycho lock. I guess I'll have to look for him now. What a thorn in my side.
We're supposed to, like, prove where he was.
Yeah, I still don't think we have anything on that.
Yeah, that's the other thing we're looking for. Oh, hi there.
Hello, I'm here too. I'm everywhere. Everywhere. Oh, hey, it's a public phone. You don't see a lot of these anymore. That's true. Since we got one here, why don't we take a photo as a memento? Well, sure. Why not? Oh, darn it. I don't have a camera with me. I'm gonna go buy a disposable camera. I'll be right back, sir. What's so special about public phones, and why is he so fascinated by them?
Oh, no, he's still here. Okay. I thought that was like we got rid of Gumshoe.
I thought that too. Some letters are wildly engraved into a roughly cut border.
Boulder.
Dusky Bridge. Certainly is an appropriate name. Yeah, I need to get some glasses, Mr. Edgeworth. That sign says Dusty Bridge. I can see how you read it wrong, though, sir. You're the one who needs glasses, Detective. Try reading it one more time. Ah, you're right. It's Dusky Bridge after all. I guess whoever wrote this made a mistake. There's a little shack down that way called Heavenly Hall. A shack? It's like a rundown doghouse for losers that can't bear the freezing drafts of wind. Kinda reminds me of my apartment, sir. The name Heavenly Hall makes it sound like a palace. Giving a hovel a great name is a crime itself. I'd call it false advertising. By the way, the name of my apartment complex is Compton Castles. It's not such a great name, if you ask me. Well, it's not such a great apartment either, sir. So, this is the bridge Wright tried to cross. Pretty reckless, if you ask me. I'm amazed he survived the fall from up here. Yeah, he's one lucky guy, sir. Now I see how he manages to win his cases in court. Blind luck. I think dumb luck suits Wright just a bit better.
This was so learning. I'm going to go to the detention center just to see if there's anything different. It's going to say she's in questioning, isn't it? It totally is. It's going to say it. Oh, never mind.
Ah, Mr. Edgeworth. I came back because I needed to ask you a few more questions, if you don't mind. But I've already told you everything that Iris, please remember, I'm on your side. You can tell me anything. Yes, thank you.
I just realized, is this, like, her skin? Like, is the arm here, is that a bare arm, or is she just wearing sleeves that are, like, skin-colored?
They're sleeves.
Okay, because I kept thinking that it was just a short-sleeve shirt.
No, it's like it's a sleeveless kimono thing.
And then she has, like, some long sleeves underneath.
Yeah.
Alright, take a shot at this. Nope, it is not the storm. You were scared of Larry!
I mean... There's a lot we don't know about this victim. We don't know her real name, her background. We don't know anything, really.
Wait, Elise Donham isn't her real name?
Nope.
At what point was this said?
Oh, well, I think a while back.
No, it wasn't, Rhino.
Eh.
It was never said.
Well, it said she didn't have, like, any history or anything.
Yeah, but all of a sudden it's just like, oh, we don't know her real name.
Oh. Okay, we missed something.
Hurry up, Gumshoe can't breathe forever.
Meanhole.
Meanhole, on it.
Meanhole, we need to investigate. Or sorry, examine. Examine that piece of paper under the box. Left.
Oh.
There are more ends on cushions in the corner of the room. What's that white piece of paper sticking out from under that stack? Beats me. Would you mind checking that for me, Detective Gumshoe? Yes, sir. Here you are, Mr. Edgeworth. Looks like an old manila envelope. Yeah! What is it, Detective? This could be it. An ultra important clue. A super special clue. Well, he's right. I suppose I should read it myself, then. It looks like a letter addressed to Sister Iris. Tonight at 10 at Heavenly Hall, unless you want your secret to be exposed. This sounds like a blackmail letter. Ding ding. Nice going there, Mr. Edgeworth. Why can't I ever find clues like that? You're an ultra-important prosecutor. A super-duper prosecutor. Well, I suppose it does take a super-duper kind of dumb to miss a clue like this. I feel like they're berating us.
Hey! That's not nice.
I was distracted by the woman here. I didn't notice the tiny piece of paper in the background.
Whoosh. Boom, boom. Tick, tick, tick.